Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Keep talking, sir.
Hey, this is Dick Kerman. We're at Vito Capizzo Stadium for tonight's game between your Nantucket Whalers and the Knights of Sandwich. Kickoff is going to be 5:15. Push back one more time for the sake of us, for the sake of the media.
Yeah, right.
For all our sakes.
Construction, huh?
It'll be just 15 minutes. I'll be 15 minutes late for my adult beverage.
I know, right?
What sort of adult beverage do you have in mind?
Maybe a little vodka tonight. Maybe a little CC. I don't know. See what mood I'm in when I get out of here.
Yeah. See how the game goes.
All right, now one from you, Chris.
I would say
Check,
VO.
check,
I would
check,
say
check.
VO goals for a win, but I don't think.
Check.
Use your game, boys.
Whalers touchdown.
That's us.
Oh, I hope we can say that a few times.
Yeah, right. At least once.
One more interruption.
Touchdown, Whalers.
Come on, you got to throw it farther than that. Get it way out there.
One more time, Chris.
Touchdown, Whalers.
Come on, who's got the best arm there? Come on. Who's got the best arm?
Wrong. Check.
That's a good one.
Check. Wrong 5.
I only turned you down 2 times.
Check.
Nice new paint job.
Batteries
on
are
the
okay
field.
up there, right?
Yeah.
Check. Good.
The
Touchdown,
sun came out just in
Whalers.
time for him to do that. Yesterday the field was on the water.
Hello. Check. 1 2 3. Sibyllus.
So, Charlotte, if you see me waving at you, hand signals. If it's that, I need his mic to go up or down. If I do that, then it's his mic up or down.
She's got the arm. You got to keep throwing it. You got the arm.
All right, what do we got left here?
Jake was able to lift it up from the dribble. Pass. Puts it over. Good looking shot and hit. He's in and scores! Halleck denies again. Shot saved. Griffin Star. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead. Shot. Score! Just like that, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. I am Chris Morris, alongside our eyes on the field, Charlie Hoylman, and of course we will be hearing from the legendary coach Dick Herman in just a moment. We're coming to you live from Vito Capizzo Stadium. A beautiful day for football. Friday night under the lights. Are you kidding me? This is what it's all made up for. Happy to be bringing you Nantucket Whalers football. The Whalers will be taking on the Blue Knights from Sandwich. And, of course, the Whalers under new head coach Tim Saradellis have had a rough start to the season, to say the least. And they come into today's matchup with Sandwich 0-4 after dropping their last game off island to DY 28-12. They've been in a few of these games. They've had a couple of disappointing outcomes. But as we will talk with Coach Herman here shortly, Coach Saradellis has got a new culture coming in, and he is very proud of the way his athletes and student athletes are reacting to that. Sandwich coming in at 2-2 overall for head coach Matt McLean in his 5th year. They beat up on the Vineyard 44-7 last Friday. And of course, without further ado, happy to have the legend that is, Mr. Dick Herman. Welcome once again.
How you doing, Chris? Good to see you again. Yes, Charlie on camera. We're ready to roll here. Good points there with the team. You know, we were here, 3 weeks ago in the Mastery game. That was a game they should have won, and I think they're deflated from getting that loss that day. Anytime you lose a 1-point game, you look in the mirror, you look at each other, and you get down. What surprised me was how down they were, because they went on the road the following week against West Bridgewater. And what did they lose that one? 43-8. You don't lose to West Bridgewater 43-8, even if you're playing them in marbles. So that was a bad sign there.
No disrespect to Coach Colger and his program. They do a great job, but honestly, we should compete better.
I say that because they're our size. We're playing Sandwich here today.
Yeah.
Sandwich is a bigger school than us. Mashpee was a little bigger than us. When you play a school your same size, you should compete better with them. Yes, they have teams in and out, but on the whole part, we usually have good, close games with West Bridgewater, so that surprised me a lot.
So, Dick, one of these things that we're talking about, obviously, with the disappointing start 0-4, nobody wants to go winless in 4 games, is the fact that it's been undisciplined at times, turnovers, penalties, in crucial points of the game, missed assignments. I mean, those types of things, first of all, are correctable, but really there's not really any excuse at the varsity level to have those types of things as prevalent as it's been.
No, last week I was listening to some of the game on radio, and at one point they were first down in like 42. They had back-to-back penalties in a row, and as you say, offsides, moving in motion, things like that. There, by the time you get into the 4th game of the year, you shouldn't be making those types of penalties. Yes, they occur now and then.
Yeah.
And they had a good run taken away by a blocker in the back. That'll drive a coach crazy when that happens.
Exactly. The gray hairs, as they say, right?
Hairs.
Or just no hair in general. That's the other part. So obviously, as I mentioned early on, new head coach Tim Saradellis. The transition from head coach is always challenging. Are supporting the Booster Club, which we'll take a look at later on. And, he was talking about changing culture, obviously being accountable for your actions. And we'll talk about that as well, because there's a couple of starting players that are not going to suit up today. Griffin Fox being one of them, and he's had, been one of the bright spots on offense. He will not dress today. He made a choice. He chose to do something, and there are repercussions for that. So the culture itself is being addressed, and Coach Saradellis really is proud of his kids, the way they've responded despite being 0-4. Winning helps. Winning hides a lot of things. But
Winning does. You can put up with a lot more things when you're winning. When you're not winning, it's difficult. And the hardest thing to do is get that first win. And the longer you go without it, the harder it gets. And that's where Nantucket is right now. 0-4, as we mentioned too many times. Going against a tough Sandwich team, they would really like to get that first one tonight, but they're going to have to play exceptional to get it.
Yeah, I think it's going to start, and I think you can agree with me, at the quarterback position. Carlos Aguilar, having a disappointing start to the season. It seemed like he almost played better last year, but of course that was hidden by the fact that he had Justin Boyce and Mekhi Bodden, two exceptional kids that are playing at the next level. Maybe doesn't have that this year, so they've put him in a position where he has to throw the ball. I think they got to stay away from that. They got to stay away from third and longs, third and anything that is going to make it unmanageable. He's got to manage the game better. Can't force the ball. I think Coach Sardellis has mentioned a couple times in my conversations with him that he's forced the issue, and that's just, it leads to turnovers. It leads to putting the ball on the ground, and honestly, it certainly cost him in the Mashpee game. That one play, literally. It's hard to say that, but
that was
you take away that touchdown.
That was devastating.
at half.
There was seconds ago in the half, and all of a sudden a little push pass into the middle of the pack, and the wrong guy in the middle of the pack caught it and took it all away. And that really. But Nantucket came back in that game, if you remember, down 22-14 at halftime, come back, made it 22-21. But couldn't get over the hump, finally losing again 29-28. So
ultimately.
Keep looking back at that game. Well, it was the only game I seen in its entirety
yeah.
together, so that we look back at. But again, your point on the quarterback is you don't want to be in third and long, no matter what level you're playing at. You don't want to be playing in college or the pros third and long. So you get your running game going, you get your pass on first or second down to keep the drive going. Once you go 3rd and 15, that's what they're waiting for. And it takes an exceptional quarterback to make the 15 on that.
I don't think they have number 12 sitting on the sideline over there, but even he has problems with 3rd and 15.
I'm nervous. Sandwich's best player. He's Brady.
That's true. That's true. And we'll get to Sandwich here in a minute. Because that is definitely, they have a player that there's no doubt who's getting the ball. Doesn't matter. Try and stop it. But I agree. I think, again, and he's such a good kid, so we want to root for Carlos because he's a teamer. He's a coachable kid. He's got great energy. And all those things Tim reinforced. It's just a matter of when you get in the game, you got to manage it a little bit better than that. Stay away from that third and long. And, again, those are that penalty things that we're talking about. So it's a butterfly effect when it gets to the turnovers. But ultimately, I think they're going to have a couple of big plays. Like we talked about in that first game against Mashpee, they did give it to Jaquan Francis. They're going to have to give it to Jaquan Francis, get him in some space. Kareem Maxwell's had an exceptional first 4 games. He has turned himself into, and worked hard at it, into a legitimate running back.
For someone that hasn't played a lot of football.
Yeah, very little football, and didn't play last year at all. So to be able to adjust and really, it's a testament to the coaches that they've been able to turn him into a weapon. And again, relying on that special teams. Coach Machado's got himself a kicker. They've got a kicker. So use that as a weapon. Last year it was a weapon. They had a lot of special teams. It was special. Obviously it was Justin Boyce who, he was Mr. Do-It-All. But, they do have a solid kicking game, both the kickoff, place kicking, and punting. So use, and defensively, they're still strong. So I think you got to play to that strength. Maybe punt it when you think you can pin them back and let your defense play.
It's all good points. Right now we have a great day for it here, and Wales are up in the field house ready to come down. We're still 11 minutes away from kickoff. We don't understand why it was pushed back so long. But
as we're chatting with our radio partners over here, it's above our pay grade.
Everybody seems ready. Everybody seems ready. The officials are ready. The
Sandwich is over here chilling
ready.
Over here.
Sandwich
I think they're eating some kielbasa. I don't know if they're serving the kielbasa or linguiça today, but they're having a couple of kielbasa over there.
But,
Coach McLean's got his team ready to go.
Maybe we're waiting for the late crowd to arrive.
What is it, a Lakers show?
A lot of traffic on Orange Street as the fans stream in from in town.
And it does look like we've got some black across the way. I know this week has been, just want to mention, Breast Cancer Awareness Week. Notice a lot of the posts on Facebook and Instagram have the pink out there. We've got some pink in our window
Cheerleaders are certainly
the cheerleaders.
doing.
Please stay tuned at halftime. The cheerleaders are going to put on a show today. I got inside word. I know the new gymnastics coach, Jasmine, who is fantastic, and she's a young kid, so bringing a lot of new energy. She's going to have some tumbles. We're going to have some flying cheerleaders.
Now, you mentioned new gymnastics coach. Is Nantucket bringing gymnastics back as a sport? Or?
I don't know if we're getting that far, but she's doing it at the Boys and Girls Club for sure. And then this is the way she's applying her gymnastics talents and coaching is with the cheerleading. Hopefully it does. I mean, it should.
Yeah, they had it here for a good time. Paula Maloney was a coach there for a while. Dave Webb, the former PE and athletic trainer, he was a coach there for a while, and they had a good program, and it was very successful. So it'd be nice to see it come back.
Yeah. So we will take a moment here, and of course thank our community sponsors. Always happy to have businesses and community support here for the Nantucket Sports Connection. It's how it happens, right?
That's how it happens.
But we would like to take a moment here and thank our incredible sponsors here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Kickoff coming up here shortly on the NSC. Once again, thanks very much to our incredible sponsors here for the Nantucket Sports Connection. I do have to say that the Nantucket Booster Club, and I know you'll be there on Friday, October 21st, for the preview party and then the premiere showing of the Island Cup documentary. This has been, let's just say, a long time in the works. Frank's been working his tail off trying to get this thing done, and good luck to him. Great stuff from NCTV's head producer, Frank Schott. But it is a fantastic documentary that, it tells as much of the story as he can in one movie. It could be probably 2 or 3 movies, honestly.
Yes.
The incredible stories and personalities and, the ultimate rivalry in sports, certainly in this region. So that's a fantastic event. Mark that one down on your calendar. It's October 21st. The preview party will happen upstairs at the Harbor View room there. A certain company, 8-Arm Chef Service, is going to be putting some food out.
You're going to put
so
some
we're
food
going to
out?
be hanging out up there serving some food, and then we'll have.
Can I give you my order now?
Sure can. Yeah, absolutely. You want some kielbasa or linguiça? What do you like?
Kielbasa.
Kielbasa. There we go. I like kielbasa too, man. Are you a mustard guy? You do it with ketchup?
Mustard.
Mustard, little sauerkraut maybe?
Little sauerkraut,
if
little
you got
mustard.
it, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
You just keep throwing those words out there. They all sound good.
So if you can do so, please come join us over at the Dreamland on October 21st. That's a Friday night, right before the day before the homecoming game, which of course we'll have right here on the NSC against Falmouth. So it's homecoming weekend. Come celebrate your homecoming a little bit early over at the Dreamland. You can get tickets to the event. It is $100. Proceeds go to support the Nantucket Booster Club, which is always a great cause. Man, they do so much incredible stuff. You sit on the board.
Yes, it's a big fundraiser for the Booster Club. Yes.
Yeah, the big one of the year, really, right?
Yeah, they need the support, and I think they're going to get it at this event. It's
a
great event, and
it's a great partnership and a great way to do it. And again, the Dreamland folks are fantastic. Josh Gray and his crew over there, doing the right thing and supporting the Booster Club and not charging a bunch of money.
Good.
So that'll be great. And obviously I think they're going to show it again on Sunday as well as a matinee. So if you can't make it on Friday for the movie, for at least the movie part, you can check it out. Again, that's dreamland.org for tickets. $100 helps support the Nantucket Booster Club and, of course, the community in general and the football program. And it should be a fantastic movie. I've seen a couple of clips. It looks awesome. It looks awesome. You may recognize the voice on the narration as well. I don't know. Our good friends out east, the Nantucket Golf Club and Golf Club Foundation, of course, they have awarded over 38 scholarships to Nantucket student athletes and students in general, actually. And full rides, so it's like
it's unbelievable.
Parents get a lottery ticket.
Yeah,
you know, it's unbelievable.
It's
I mean, they go through a rigorous vetting program. You know, they have to do multiple, verbal interviews, and obviously their resume's got to look spectacular. So it's well deserved, but still unbelievable.
I can remember when that first started. I was still teaching then, and the talk around the school was, are they biting off more than they can chew?
Yeah.
Are they really offering this?
Right.
And they've been doing it, what, for 21, 22 years, something like that there?
Yeah, at least.
There's up in the 40s, the amount of kids that have benefit from it. And as you say, right through 4 years of college. Unbelievable.
They added, a couple years ago, they added the vocational side of it as well. Not full scholarships, but part-time scholarships. But that includes like culinary as well, which is fantastic. So again, a little tip of the cap to Tom Proch and his program in the culinary arts, and obviously the vocational kids need it just as much as the rest of them. You know what I mean? And bring those plumbers and electricians right back here, right?
We need them on the island.
They'll be instantly busy. That's for sure.
We need them on the island. There's plenty of work.
That's right. Our good friends on Main Street, William Ravis Real Estate. Got to say a quick hello to Neil Brennan and, of course, Kenny Helbig, who is running the show over there. Check them out at ravisnantucket.com. Our newest sponsor and supporter, the Community Foundation of Nantucket, right next door to NCTV there, doing fantastic work for a lot of different groups. Man, they have a tough job trying to spread it out, to be honest, but their mission, and this is just a great mission, is to strengthen the island of Nantucket now and for the future generations through informed philanthropy, managing assets, and making grants. As you see the Whalers taking the field here, we are getting close. I'll just quickly mention our good friend Sean Davis, who does incredible photography. He's busy shooting a wedding tonight, but we'll get him back on the camera here real shortly as well. Does great work for us. And Island Environmental Services, that is, of course, Mark Willette's business, and he takes care of all your water and septic needs on Nantucket. He does a little something on the defensive side of things over across the way there as well.
Did you say a wedding on Nantucket, Columbus Day weekend?
I know.
Isn't that rare?
Well, not now, man. Shoot, I did a wedding. Kenny's wedding was Kenny Helbig was in February.
Kenny,
You know? So, yeah, there's no limits to the wedding season now on Nantucket. That is for sure. Well, as you can see, folks, the Whalers are taking the field here. Sandwich getting ready. They've got their captains lined up. They are ready to play football. We're ready to call some football.
We're ready to call some football here.
So,
let's go.
We're only a couple of minutes away here.
I know the officials are ready to go. They're telling them to hurry up here. They're looking at the clock, and they want Nantucket to get over to the sidelines to get their captains ready. Sandwich is ready to head right out onto the field with their quad captains.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to captain and co-captain? It's going to 3, 4, 5, which is good. No complaints there.
Yeah,
Nantucket is sending out maybe 5. So we beat them with the captains 5-4. So that's a good one.
So we're already ahead. We do have a game captain, Sawyer Corby, doing some great things. Last week against DY, played with a couple injuries, so he has been awarded the game captainship. Today, Tony Fox was the game captain for the Mashpee game when we had it. He's actually been voted to stay as a full captain.
That's
so
nice.
Congratulations to those kids. Of course, joining Sean Murphy, Jeremy Casp, and who else am I missing there? Ian Williams, of course, who is an absolute beast. We didn't talk about defense, but let's do that real quick because Ian Williams and Jeremy Casp are going to have to stay contained and disciplined. We talked about discipline because number 2 on Sandwich is the number to watch. He's out there as one of the captains, of course. Brady Carroll does it all for them. I mean, he's played quarterback and ran the ball. He's played running back and run the ball. He's played wide receiver. They just will feed him. We are going to call number 2's number probably about 20 times today if they get a chance to.
Yeah,
he's the one.
Watching him warm up, he was super.
Yeah, and anytime they can get the ball to Mr. Carroll, they will most likely do so. They do have a couple other kids that can light it up, and it will be a smash mouth style of football. Connor Stack at wide receiver, but again, he touches the ball quite a bit, and we'll have to see if Coach McLean and his group does any adjustments. But I don't think they have to. They just keep feeding the ball, and number 2 takes care of a lot of things for them, so that should be fun. Again, 12-minute quarters. We'll have a little halftime show, but it is an absolute perfect afternoon and going to be evening for football. I will say that going on your screen from right to left, the sun is going to be an issue. If you are looking into that, it is going to be an issue. So on either defense or offense, depending on which side of it.
Once you get to this time of year, it becomes a low sun.
A low sun,
and
too, yeah.
it hits your eyes. A little bit of wind, too. So you got a little bit of wind. It doesn't feel windy out there, but looking at that flag.
That's true.
That flag is coming down pretty well. And
I did walk the field, as I know you did as well, and Coach Saradilla said they're playing on some clay. It might be tennis they're playing on because it is just not good.
Well, we got
more a soggy field, wet field.
We got more rain in 4 days than we did in 4 months.
In a month, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, 4 months, you're right.
You go all the way back to June.
So the teams have finally gotten ready.
Yeah, gosh.
Finally gotten ready for some football here.
I can remember when I was with Vito, we'd get off the bus, we'd go out in the field,
ready to go,
do 10 jumper jacks, and flip the coin and play football.
Right? Oh, the days.
The good old days, yeah. Those were just when face masks were coming about.
Oh.
Welcome to Bowden Field at Vito Capizzo Stadium, where your Nantucket Whalers will take on the Knights from Sandwich.
Probably getting ready for the national anthem
As always, Nantucket High School would like to remind all those present today that they are expected to show the utmost respect for game officials, coaches, athletes, and their opponents.
I believe we have Jason Gradzi Day from the Nantucket Current back in the box up there.
Yes,
for the PA.
He likes that job.
Please contact a school official or police officer. Thank you for your cooperation with this and enjoy the game. Also, please know that use of electric bikes and scooters are prohibited on or around any of the Nantucket public school fields.
Do you have one of those? You ride around on the e-bike?
I don't have an electric bike, no.
But you ride everywhere, don't you?
I ride everywhere. I use my legs.
Right. That's the electricity right there, right? They're dangerous. I'm surprised we haven't seen that in the papers yet. They knock on something.
I tell you, they scare the heck out of me when they come by me on a bike path.
Oh, totally.
And remove your hat for the singing of our national anthem.
As you can hear, we are getting ready for the national anthem. And I promise there's a kickoff coming.
Yes. Well, I was looking for the marching band, but I didn't see it.
I think they're hiding behind the stands over there.
Well, after we get the gymnastics program up and running again, let's get a marching band.
Right?
We used to have one.
My wife
It's the
tells
greatest
me
thing at a
every week.
football game.
Totally. Basketball, too.
Basketball, yes. Yeah, we need a band. So let's go, music department. We'll get a little band going and get them out there. You
Doesn't
don't need a full band
No.
at a basketball game. You throw 2 or 3 kids in the corner.
Couple of drums.
Yeah.
A drum and a couple of horns.
But if you put about 4 pieces of equipment up there, drums and horns, and those stands, that would get everybody going.
Absolutely.
Hoopla. So, kickoff coming about here, and it looks like Nantucket won the toss, so they're deferring.
Which is
When did that become the norm?
I don't. Belichick made it the norm.
Belichick.
He did. Now everybody does it.
Everybody does it, right?
I believe it's Jeremy Casp going to be kicking it off here, unless. Oh, Trayvon Grant, actually. Sorry, yeah, no, he has turned into the full-time kicker here.
Trayvon has a good leg. He'll get that
does.
down with the wind here. He might get this one into the end zone.
Oh, a little squibber. And fielded cleanly, so a little trickery off the opening kickoff there.
I don't mind that at all.
No, what do you got to lose at this point?
Nothing to lose. Get them by surprise. If you're ever going to surprise them, it's the first one, right?
Right. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line for Sandwich, which, again, teams have done that against Nantucket almost every game. Keep it away from those weapons, number 2, number 3, Kareem Maxwell and Jaquan Francis. And, just give it the 37-yard line.
So we're going to check out your big call here. Brady Carroll, number 2, ex-quarterback, now main running back.
Yeah, it looks like Adam Ferreira behind center, number 17. And, yep, there it is. And he rumbles ahead for good first down yardage. And still going, no whistle yet, and that should be close enough. I'd say he's got a first down, and there's a late flag.
Yeah, they had him stop about 8 or 9 yards. But
let's see what they're going to call.
It might be a face mask. When you get a scrum like that, you grab onto anything you can.
Yeah, but that's not how you want to start it. First play, a flag already on Nantucket with 11 minutes and 40 seconds. So we play 20 seconds, a flag.
Nantucket has not had a clean start, and too many flags. It hasn't been their.
So there is some discussion, but it looks like they're going to move it ahead here with personal foul.
They didn't say it was a face mask, but somebody did something extra in the middle of that pile. You think you can get away with a lot in the middle of the pile, and sometimes you do, but not this time.
So Carroll rumbles for about 10 yards, add on another 15, and it's now 1st and 10 at the Nantucket 39, and we've played 20 seconds of football. So again, an auspicious start to say the least. Coach Saradellis asking for a little explanation. He's on the field still. Maybe seeing who it was against, because you can't.
Wants to know the call, yeah.
Here. So once again, 1st and 10 for Sandwich. A couple of wide receivers on the short side of the field, closest to us. Ferreira with a couple of guys behind him in an I formation. Little motion. Here's a handoff to Carroll once again. He gets stuffed at the line. Ian Williams and Casp.
They were waiting for him that time.
It was number 52.
No gain. So his average gets cut in half.
He's cut in half.
1 carry
rushes
for 10 yards, 2 carries for 10 yards. Now it's only 5 yards a carry.
And I will say that is a big dude, number 2, in the backfield there.
Yeah, we don't have any sizes or weights, but we can see from here.
Lone setback for Carroll. 3 wide receivers for Ferreira to the short side. Going to pitch it out to Carroll. He's got a load in front of him. 35, 30, first down yardage inside the 30 to about the 27. That was set up. Had 3 wide receivers out in front. Pulled another lineman out, and that's another 12, 13 yards for Carroll.
Sandwich got away with a hold right here, though. The outside end held the Nantucket defender just enough for Carroll to squeeze by him, and you get away with one.
Got away with one, so they owe us one anyways. We'll mark that one down. Just underway here, 10 minutes, 20 seconds and counting in the first quarter. No score. But Sandwich is on the move inside the Whaler 30 at about the 27-28. Carroll with another one. He goes inside the tackle to about the 24-yard line, so give him 4, bringing up 2nd and 6.
So 4 plays, 4 Brady Carrolls. Do you see a pattern for me?
I see a little bit of a pattern. And again, it's one of those things, do it till you stop me. He's got a fullback in front of him for this play. Jack Mulcahy Jr., and he gets the call. So again, another mix there as Mulcahy rumbles to inside the 25 to about the 24, so another 10 yards and another first down for Sandwich. They have moved the ball right down the field here.
Yeah, everybody on the Nantucket defense was looking at Carroll.
Yep.
And fullback right up the middle. It's almost like a play-action pass. You're all looking for Carroll and give it to the fullback, but I think Carroll will come back with it now.
So they marked it at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for Sandwich. Their opening drive, some motion. Looks like it's going to be a pitch out. Yep. Carroll goes inside, and he's got some room again. Oh, good open field tackle. That might have saved a touchdown there.
Yeah, he was squirming to the outside, which you're right. He would have went into the end zone. That tackle's not made. Actually, the ball, that was on the 15, so now they got it down to about the 10. If I'm correct
Yes,
reading
you are.
it.
I stand corrected.
So it's 2nd and 5 from the 10, so they can get another first down inside the 5.
That was Ian Williams on the good open field tackle there, saving a potential touchdown. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ferreira gives it to the fullback again. Nothing doing there. That's going to bring up a key 3rd down here. You got to think 4 downs with number 2 in the backfield, though.
Yeah, I would say so, unless they have an exceptional kicker. But I think with 0-0, they're going to go for the touchdown.
So 3rd and about 5. That was a no gain.
Somebody else is wearing pink down there.
I see a special Whalers fan down there. So 3rd and 5 here for Sandwich. An early test here for the offense and an early test for the defense for the Whalers. Let's see what they can come up with. Carroll's got some room on the outside. Rumbles over number 11, Owen Wilson. And he is stopped short of the first down marker, so this will bring up 4th and about 3.
Great tackle there by Wilson. He stood his ground.
He stood his ground, got run over, but he stood his ground.
Made the tackle. This would be a...
Ferreira waiting for the play.
They're going to call a timeout.
And they are going to call a timeout here, so...
This would be a great...
Well, 7:03 to play in the first quarter. No score, but 4th down upcoming for Sandwich.
If I was in the Sandwich huddle now, formulating a play, I would go with the halfback pass.
Ooh.
I mean, Brady Carroll, we know he can throw the ball, ex-quarterback.
Yeah.
You get him rolling out, and I think everybody would bite up.
Yeah.
And you'd find somebody behind
They've
him
got
in the end zone.
A talented guy out. Number 5 is their wide out that they've gone to. Again, they haven't had to yet, which again they could see Connor Stack coming out and catching a pass. It would fool everyone. That's for darn sure.
They haven't. They only went to the right one time, right? Every other run.
A couple of runs to the right side.
Most heavy to the left here. So let's see. Right now, the right is the wide side of the field. The left is the short side.
That little pitch out to Brady Carroll has not been stopped. That was the lone Wilson right here. Stopped it for the shortest gain for a couple yards. But let's see what the Whalers can come up with here on defense. 4th and 3 inside the 10-yard line. And some motion and an offside.
She changed the cadence. That's what you do. Change the cadence. And that's going to be first down inside the...
So again, an ill-timed penalty on 4th and 3 that gives Sandwich not only new life, but a 1st and goal.
That shouldn't be the full 5 yards because it was inside the 10, but it's still enough for the first down.
First and goal. Looks like about the 4-yard line. You are correct. It's a good thing we got you here, buddy. So first and goal for Sandwich at the 4-yard line. Oh, they are keying on him on that play, and a slew. I think they got 10 of the 11 defenders in on that tackle.
I don't think he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nope, no movement on that yardstick, so that'll be second and goal here now from the 4-yard line. Ferreira gets the play and runs it in.
Let's see them go back to the outside again. The only good running play up the middle was the fullback the first time he carried it. Other than that, Nantucket's controlling tackle to tackle pretty well. Look for the quick pitch this time.
I formation for Sandwich. And a mishap on the fullback handoff, but he's lucky to have that and not much doing there. Maybe fell forward for one.
I'm not even sure that was the play. He did put it in there, but I think he wanted to pull it out, and the fullback sort of took it out of his hand. He did pick up a yard, though.
Number 38.
Ball on the 2. Third down and goal from the 2.
So let's see if the Whalers can come up with a goal line stand here against a very big running back tandem. Pitch out to... Oh, wow. What a nice run there. Brady Carroll showing why they just keep feeding him. He cuts it inside and avoids a couple of tackles, goes in basically untouched from the 2-yard line for the touchdown. So Sandwich strikes first here as they rumble down the field, aided by 2 penalties.
Yes, penalties hurt.
The first one on the first play from scrimmage gave him an extra 15 yards. Then 4th and 3, an offsides penalty kept the drive alive for Sandwich. They capitalize as good teams do. And with 5:28 to go, it's 6-0. Sandwich with the lead.
And they're going to kick it. Kick is you could. I'll give you the job of pronouncing his name.
What do we got? Number 11?
I'm going to call him AA.
And they give it to him. They both looked at each other saying, who's going to call it first? But the PAT is good, and we're at 7-0 here from Vito Capizzo Stadium, 5:28 to go. We're looking down here at number 34, Mulcahy. It looks like he maybe twisted an ankle on that little run that maybe wasn't a run.
Well, that first drive by Sandwich, Brady Carroll carried it 8 times for only 36 yards. That's only a 4.25 average. 2 big runs came at the beginning at a 10 and a 13, but after that, Nantucket shut him down. He did get the touchdown at the end of it, but the thing that you mentioned, 2 penalties for 20 yards, that really helped the drive.
And at ill-timed areas, I mean, 4th and 3, you can't jump off sides. That just can't happen. That gives them a first down immediately. And, it happened to be for the Whalers now gave them a first and goal. So 7-0 Sandwich here as the lights are on. We are officially Friday night under
Friday
the lights,
night
baby.
lights. Buzz Bissinger would be proud. He always likes to say the story was about a Texas high school football game, but he said he got the motivation. He got the motivation from watching the Whalers play on Friday night.
So a deep kickoff, one of those rare deep kickoffs, and here's Francis with the room, and he could go! Oh, a tripped up tackle, but a great start offensively. That was a touchdown saving tackle there. Jaquan Francis was dancing through the white jerseys and almost came up with a magical play.
When's the last time we've seen a kick deep on a kickoff?
We haven't seen one. That was the first time, and I think you can see why.
That might be the last one we see tonight, too.
So the Whalers will start things at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, 5:21 left. They're down 7-0, but they've got a short field here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
What you want to do is at least get a couple of first downs. The worst possible scenario is a 3-and-out here. Let's see if they can string together a couple of first downs.
Pistol formation, that's Cass moving in at tight end. It'll be Francis in the backfield with Aguilar. He'll get the handoff. And he's got a little bit of room there, but not much doing. Maybe I'd say 3 yards here on first down, so it'll be 2nd and 7.
If you can get 3 or more.
Good first game, yeah, good first game.
And if you can get 3 or more on a first down rush, that's good.
Again, we talked about making it a manageable game for Aguilar. Don't try and do too much. He doesn't need to. There's plenty of talent on the offensive side of things. Kareem Maxwell in the backfield with him now. Manuel Amante in that pistol. He'll go in motion. Missed assignment, but Maxwell able to get back to the line, at least it looks like. But a good stop by Sandwich. Again, I think Almonte maybe went in the wrong direction. He missed a block completely, almost ran into Maxwell there. So it'll be 3rd and a little bit longer than I think the Whalers want. 3rd and 7.
Yeah.
On their opening
They
drive.
did themselves no favor with that play. Sometimes a busted play is just as bad as a penalty.
Oh, I say 4 downs here. Just might as well go for it. I mean,
you're already losing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
I know it's not a little bit outside of that area where you start thinking about 4 downs, but
Well, if they make 4-5, yes. If they lose 4-5, no.
yeah, that's true. Cass finds a spot. Almonte. It'll be a single back and a run, but not much doing there. Only a couple, 2-3 maybe.
So this is a tough call
So
for
here's the decision, and
Saradellas.
then looks like Aguilar is staying on the field here. So bringing up a 4th and 5. 3:30 and counting here in the first quarter. Whalers down 7-0 and already rolling the dice here at the Sandwich 44-yard line, going for it on 4th and 5.
But remember, they also have the quick kick arsenal in their playbook. So it still could be a punt out of this.
So it'll be Maxwell in the backfield with Aguilar. Could be his first pass attempt of the game. Tosses it out. Not much doing there, and in fact, Murphy's going to lose yardage and turn the ball over. Sandwich was ready for that play.
If you got to get a first down on a pass, you got to run to the first down marker. That was almost a lateral.
Yeah.
He caught the ball, but he wound up losing 3 yards on it because Sandwich was there waiting for it. So the gamble helps Sandwich. They're going to get the ball in their side of the field here at the 48.
Yeah, already in Whalers territory. 1st and 10 for Sandwich now at the 48-yard line. 3:04 to go. So a penalty aiding Sandwich on the first drive, and then a failed attempt on 4th down for the Whalers. And we got to hope defense can get stiff here. Otherwise, this could get out of hand quickly. First pass for Ferreira. He's looking deep.
Oh, offensive
Jump ball,
interference.
and oh my, great play by Owen Wilson out there by himself, and he breaks it up. Good throw. It was a jump ball. Looked like Carroll was down there. And you're right, he got away with some offensive interference.
You could have had an offensive interference on that, and the
number 3, actually.
the official was right there. Wilson got pushed in the back before the ball got there.
Excuse me, that was number 3. So Ben Poulet, senior wideout for Sandwich. And again, we got to say a quick hello to our Sandwich folks. They are joining us here on Sandwich Community Television. So glad to have you along.
Did I?
They're enjoying things already. Up 7-0.
Did I say anything bad?
Not
against
yet.
it? Not yet.
Not
okay.
yet. So
Well, hi, Sandwich.
2nd and 10.
How are you doing,
from
Sandwich?
the 48-yard line. Hey, here's something different. Brady Carroll gets the carry, and he rumbles ahead, barrels over a couple of Whalers defenders to about the 43-yard line, bringing up a manageable 3rd down. Again, you might already be in 4-down territory for Sandwich.
Picks up 5.
3rd and 5, maybe 6. It's a long 5, with the clock continuing to run at about 2 minutes, 30 seconds here in the first quarter. Shadows are getting long here on the field. Lights are already on. It's great to be here.
It's great to be here. What better? Start of a nice long weekend. The Booster Club's cooking up the kielbasa over there.
They got some stuff. There's some smoke from the grill over there, baby. And a good crowd across the way. Seeing if the Whalers can. But we might have gotten false start before.
77. Well, they're gonna. If the defense crossed first, it's a penalty. They made 77 move. If 77 move first, it's
Let's see if they cross the
They got to decide who
neutral zone, as they say. Looks like they're pointing towards the guys in white. So Sandwich moving back 5 yards here with a false start. So it'll be 3rd and about 9 now, which certainly changes things.
Are they in 4-down territory?
Well, that's the question.
I would say yes, because they got the lead. So we'll see what they make in this. But again, the same philosophy. How much they gain on this?
So I formation behind Ferreira. Carroll. Fake to him, and Ferreira's looking. Tipped. Good defense. Threw it into triple coverage there.
Yeah, I was surprised that so many Whalers were there, because the fake to Brady, a couple were on him. Everybody else was over there. So Nantucket had a great defense on that one. Now the coach has a decision here.
It was a great rollout. It definitely fooled a couple of folks, but fortunately for the Whalers, they got a hand in on there and were able to get it.
I think they're gonna
down.
I think they're gonna punt. I seen 4 different guys come in. So that
Lincoln Shin, I believe, number 14, might get the duties.
But they only got about 8 or 9 guys out there. Yeah, only for the punting
There's
team.
a couple of late additions
to
the lineup here. Minute 48, clock has stopped. And a timeout is forced. That's number 2 for Sandwich.
The coach is furious when you have to burn a timeout because you can't get your punt team on the field.
We've got one of the coaches next to us here, and he took a lap around the field house. Not happy, but...
Well...
Fortunately, they've got the lead 7-0. We'll have to see if the timeout used here comes into play later on in the second quarter.
Well, as I said in game 2, you can't save your timeouts.
Can't take them with you.
Use them.
Yes.
So if you have to use them to get your
especially on
10th,
fourth down.
10th and 11th player in there for a 4th down punt, use it.
Yeah.
So now they should have the 11 guys out there. Hopefully one of them is the punter.
And again, a couple of guys back for Nantucket. It'll be Francis and number 13, Sean Murphy, back to receive the kick. Good end-over-end kick, short. Francis going to get it on the run, and he's got some space. And unfortunately tiptoes the sideline and runs out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. But great that he fielded that punt, first of all.
It was just a little bit too high to take off. He got that one defender near him. But you're right, fielding it was big. I thought he might be making a mistake coming up for it, but a good fielding job, a nice run. If it was about 10 feet lower, I think he would have had enough to go right down that sideline.
Absolutely. So the Whalers will take over with a minute 39 left here in the first quarter. They're down 7-0, second possession of the first quarter for Nantucket. Unable to do anything positive in their first possession. But it was a lot of Kareem Maxwell in the backfield. Now I see Jaquan Francis back there now. So let's see if they can get him involved in things a little bit. 3 wide receivers here to the short side of the field. Now Monte in motion. And it will be Francis dancing his way ahead for about 5 yards, 4 or 5 yards. We'll see where they spot it, right at the 45-yard line. So good gain on first down.
That's what they want. Now you have many more options here. And I think the option is to keep running the ball. They haven't done too much to the outside here, but I think Francis is looking to see what's there.
Inside the tackles, yeah, definitely. But like we said, get him some space, and he is dangerous. Approaching 1 minute to play here, so this could be the last play, depending on what happens in the first quarter. 7-0 to score, Sandwich up. Francis once again through that tackles, and not much doing there. Maybe 1, maybe 2. Depending on where they spot it, but it'll bring up another third down. And they will have to run one more play as we're at 35 seconds left in the first quarter before the teams will switch sides.
Now you get a little bit of wind here. If you are thinking of punting it, you might have to call a timeout to keep punting in this way because there's about 20 seconds on the clock when this play gets run off, unless it's a pass incomplete.
Yeah. Aguilar hands it off to Francis. And good tackle. About 3 guys in on it.
Nantucket,
Gets it to midfield.
Nantucket might want to use a timeout here to think about what they want to do.
But they will not, and the clock will run out here on the first quarter with the score. The Sandwich Blue Knights 7 and your Nantucket Whalers nothing. They will have a 4th down here and 2 coming up. We'll take a moment here and take a couple of looks at some highlights from last year on the NSC. To Perry for 3. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Streaks ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. The player Whalers shot. Save! Terrell Allen! 2-1. Push it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyd! Dribble. Pass. Puts it over. Good looking shot and hit. Takes it and scores! Halleck denies again. Shot saved with the stop. Welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. The Whalers are going for it here on 4th down at midfield, 4th and about 1, as you can see. The stick's right in front of us here.
I would like the quarterback over center on this, but
that pistol formation. There's a run up the middle, and that will be just enough for 1st down yardage. They mark him across the 48-yard line, and that is enough for a Whalers 1st down, their first of the evening.
As soon as he made that 1st down, he got stood up and pushed back. We'll take it though. First down.
Graham Maxwell gets the Whalers their first down.
So no 1st downs in the first quarter, but 1 in the first 15 seconds of the second quarter. So
as you can see, the cheerleaders across the way supporting breast cancer awareness with their pink pom-poms. Stay tuned after the second quarter is done for the halftime show. They're going to put on a show for us here. So we're excited to see Coach Missy Perry's gang and a friend of ours, Jasmine, who does gymnastics, helping with coaching. 1st and 10 Whalers at the Sandwich 48. It'll be Aguilar keeping it. He tries to dance out of a tackle, and that's not going to happen. Number 5, Connor Stack wraps him up behind the line, and that will lose 2.
He should have ducked. If he ducks inside that, he picks up 1 or 2. Once you do the dance, you lose yardage, and not the way to open up the drive here.
2nd and 12 now from right at the midfield stripe for Nantucket.
Now you talked
First
about
run by Aguilar.
You talked about the sun. It is a lot lower now. Now Nantucket's first time looking at it. That affects the quarterback.
Definitely.
When you're in the pistol, waiting for the ball to come back to you. Looking down at the bench here, Sandwich brought over a couple dozen parents with them.
Nice. And again, they are joining us here on YouTube, their community television station. So hello to all you folks across the pond. Aguilar in 2nd and 12. Going to give it to Maxwell. He's going to try one of those outside runs. A couple of white jerseys out there, but he barrels ahead to just about the original line of scrimmage, so not much doing on that play either. It'll bring up 3rd and about 10. Just underway here in the second quarter. Sandwich up 7-0.
The way the game is going now, I would not go for it here if it's 4th and long.
Yeah.
I would try to pin them back there and hope that they would make a mistake. But let's see, it's 4th and 10. Let's see if they can pick up a big chunk here.
4th and 3, maybe you think about it.
That would probably be the closest I would think about it, yes.
Maxwell in the backfield, Almonte. Maxwell gets the call. And he dances ahead for about 6.
It's close to the mark that we were talking about in
Yeah.
our head here. Now I think they do go for it. Let's see. Well, that's... Boy.
They give him 5, so 4th and 5. And Nantucket's offense is staying on the field. So they will go for it again here on 4th down. 8:48 and counting here in the second quarter, down just 7-0.
Being a
So another
defense,
roll of the dice.
being a defensive guy though, I would still like to kick it here and
Talked about that. I mean,
push them back inside the 20.
they've got a good kicker. Trayvon Grant can get it and pin it down there. But nonetheless, that's why we're getting paid the big bucks to be up here. There is a safety deep for Sandwich, maybe with a quick kick. But nope, Maxwell gets it. And he jumps ahead for first down yardage. Almost broke free.
Well,
A huge run for
he broke free to get the first down.
Kareem Maxwell. Inside the Sandwich 35, call it the 34-yard line. A huge 4th down pickup. Their second of this drive.
The first guy that hit him had him stop, but he broke that tackle and then almost broke it a second time.
Kareem Maxwell has been one of Coach Saradellis' projects, and man, it has turned out to be a great project. Oh, broken play. Aguilar finally throws it and gets a little bit out of nothing there. Down to about the 30-yard line. That was ugly, but it works for a few yards.
Coach is looking for a legal man down the field.
Which he has an argument.
Yeah. He picks up 3, and you can't believe that they're.
So 2nd and 7 now for the Whalers. Long 6, let's call it. And it'll be Maxwell once again in the back. Oh no, this is Francis. Low snap, but Francis handles it, and he's got a bunch of white jerseys in front of him. Battles for any yardage he can get, but that'll be a loss on the play.
Again, you're running to the short side of the field.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room there.
He needs space to showcase his electric talent. As we are 6:45 and counting now here in the second quarter.
Definitely in 4-down territory now. So now you want to run a play that's going to get you 3, 4, 5 yards. Sandwich sending in a late replacement. Somebody come off looking for, I think, equipment change here right in front of us.
Yeah. 3rd and 7. Again, Aguilar in that pistol. He'll be back to throw. Quick throw. Oh, through the hands of Sean Murphy. That would have been close to first down yardage, and now it brings up a long 4th down. 4th and 7 still. Let's see what happens here. Looks like they're going for it anyway.
Probably a little bit too long for a field goal.
Although it would break the record.
It would break the
31
record.
yards would be a 48-yard attempt.
I'm hearing the school record's in jeopardy this year.
Trayvon Grant's got himself a leg. Man, that is a long way off.
Especially with the little wind coming at you.
A little bit, yeah. Maybe on the other side of the field they think about it. So 4th and 7, the 4th down on this drive that the Whalers have gone for it. Single setback, and Aguilar back to pass, looking deep, lofts it up, got a man! Incomplete, and the Whalers will turn it over. Murphy unable to haul it in bounds, but a good throw.
A nice throw there, yeah. That was one of those ones that you try to lay it right in there, and it looked like it was going to happen, but
just out of bounds. The throw took Sean Murphy just out of bounds, so unfortunately the Whalers converted 2 4th downs, but unable to do so on that 4th down, and Sandwich will take over with 6 minutes, 6 seconds left in the second quarter, already up 7-0.
little momentum for Nantucket now. It'd
Yep.
be nice to get a 3 and out here, keep the momentum up.
Or maybe even a turnover.
Turnover would be super.
1st and 10, Sandwich at their own 31. Back to pass, Ferreira. Looking deep. He's got a man open. Connor Stacks got it inside the 40 and 35 and 30. Trying to make a move and gets all the way down to the 20-yard line. A missed coverage there. Looks like Sean Murphy coming off of that reception or attempt at the reception on 4th down, caught looking inside the backfield. And Connor Stack was wide open.
He stood there looking, and then he made a move to the inside. As soon as he made a move to the inside, quarterback fired it, and the end just ran under it. And luckily, he didn't catch it in stride, or else it would have been a touchdown.
49-yard reception for Connor Stack. And the Blue Knights are in business at the Whalers' 20-yard line. I formation. Carroll gets it. Stood up. He'll fight forward for a couple. But good defense by the Whalers as they stiffen up to shut down that run. Second and about 9. All right. Jason says 8. We'll go with 8.
So 2-yard pickup.
And Coach Saradella is going to take time out here for Nantucket, their first of the first half at 5 minutes, 11 seconds. Let's do a quick hello to our sponsors here and thank them once again for the great work that they are doing here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. We'll be right back here on the NSC. Back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. I'm Chris Morse alongside Dick Herman. 5 minutes, 11 seconds left here in the second quarter. Whalers just called their first timeout. They are down 7-0. Sandwich in business, though, 2nd and 8 from the Whalers' 18-yard line.
And we know Sandwich has got a kicker, so that's certainly an option. If Nantucket can keep him out of the end zone, they could take a field goal.
You got to think 4-down territory here, though. Big number 2 gets the call. He gets through an arm tackle, but gang tackled in the middle. Down to about the 15, maybe the 14-yard line. Big Jeremy Casp with the tackle for Nantucket. 3rd and about 3. As the clock continues to run here, under 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 45 seconds. Again, stay tuned for halftime. Dick and I will chat a little bit, and the cheerleaders are going to put on a great show here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You're building it up nicely.
I know.
I'm a big halftime show guy.
Sure, right? That's another one for the band.
Get that band.
High formation behind Ferreira. Carroll gets the pitch. He's got a couple of big bodies in front of him. Oh, nice play. Open field tackle through the wide receiver. Once again, Owen Wilson stepping up and takes down Brady Carroll. That'll bring up 4th down. Oh, no, they had enough yardage for a 1st down, so. 1st and goal at about the 7-yard line. But a good open field tackle saved a touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he was going in for sure because he had blockers out in front of him, but Nantucket defender went right through the block and gave a good pop to him.
Owen Wilson taking down a big boy there and the wide receiver that was trying to block him. So once again, Carroll back there. Number 34 for Sandwich. Back in the game, Mulcahy. And he gets the call and tries to barrel in, and the Whalers apparently stopped him just outside the goal line. As the clock now ticking under.
He's a good
3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half.
He's a well-built fullback.
Yeah.
Built low to the ground.
Yeah. He's the mold, that's for sure. So 2nd and goal for Sandwich in no hurry here, trying to use up as much clock as they can.
Yeah, they don't care if they give Nantucket any time after they score. They're confident they're going to score here. Nantucket defense needs some magic here to get this ball back.
Ferreira, again, taking his time, gets him set. Mulcahy. And another timeout. That'll be the final timeout. And there's a fired-up coach on the Sandwich side. So 2:49 to go here in the first half of play. Sandwich already up 7-0. They are on the doorstep.
Saturday, October 22nd. With the homecoming check rally right here.
The 2-yard line of Nantucket.
On Thursday.
Second and goal from the 2. I don't know what the coach saw there, but he was hopping.
There was a couple of guys in motion at the same time. I'm not sure what was mistaken, but
he called the timeout before the flag.
Before the flag, apparently.
You can do that, huh?
Yeah, I suppose. I thought we talked to the Stripes. We were saying we're the guys in the dark blue, but no. Guess it didn't work. The flattery didn't work. So second and goal from the Nantucket 2. Sandwich looking to score a late first half touchdown here and kind of cement this thing. I will say Nantucket, well, they'll get the ball here with some time left, and they will get the ball here in the third quarter to begin the second half. So let's see what can transpire here as Whalers look to make another goal line stand. And a flag down. Let's see what the flag is, and no touchdown signal either. Let's hope for a holding. I mean,
let's
see if it's a holding penalty. Usually the area that holding penalties are called.
For you people listening in Sandwich, that was not Dick Herman saying that.
I think they realize we're allowed to be pro-Nantucket, no doubt. But no signal as of yet. There's a little discussion, so maybe it's an illegal formation of some sort, but they are marching back here. It was a holding penalty, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty against Sandwich. So it'll be second and goal from the 12-yard line, call it.
So a 10-yard holding penalty gives Nantucket a little bit of breathing room here.
Their first penalty against Sandwich. Clock continues to run now.
They still have
be under 2 minutes by the end of this play.
They still have the ability to run it here. They don't have to throw it.
And it is a pass. Ferreira looking back to Carroll. Oh, he slips, fortunately for us, because he had some room. But that'll be third down, a loss on the play of about 5, all the way back to the 17-yard line.
Well, you heard from Coach Saradellis that parts of the field were in bad shape.
Yeah, he found one. Well placed by our guys there.
Well,
so a slip and a fall. The first real slip, though, on offense.
First one, yes.
A crucial time, though, third and goal from the 17-yard line now for Sandwich.
Now you got to really be thinking field goal. A field goal here gives you a 2-score game.
2-score game, minute 25 and counting, as Sandwich can use the clock here, although they are out of timeouts. So we'll see if that comes into play here. Ferreira in his first shotgun formation, and he is back to pass, facing a big rush, and Cass nails him behind the line.
Double blitzing. Cass got there first.
Unabated to the quarterback, and he knocks him back another 5 yards, so going to be a heck of a kick.
How can you not block him in that situation?
He's like the only guy you got to block. Him and Ian Williams, those are the two on the end, but
Sandwich is in no hurry here. They're letting the clock tick down. As you say, they can't call a timeout, but they don't have to. They're going to get their field goal team in there. And
perhaps, or maybe it's a squib kick or something here. But they can run it down here to about 20 seconds, inside 20 seconds. It's at 35 seconds right now. Again, in no rush, and they're going for it.
A lot of new people in there. That was
so trips
new
to
quarterback.
The short side, and Ferreira's back to pass on fourth down. He's going to launch it up. One-on-one coverage out there, and fortunate for Nantucket, it's an overthrow on fourth down. Just 17 seconds left in the first half, so,
that's huge.
Why not?
That's huge for Nantucket.
Huge for Nantucket. Keeps it a 1-score game, and more importantly, gives them some momentum coming into the second half. They get the ball, so we'll see what can happen here. Nothing crazy here, right? 17 seconds, you go in down 1 score.
After you think of the first home game of the year, you might just want to put your knee down here.
Or hand it off. I don't know. Something.
You don't want
passing here.
You don't want to give Sandwich a chance to run another play. Put it that way.
So a huge stand by Nantucket, denying Sandwich as they were on the doorstep. First and goal at the 2.
Yes, that's where it started.
Aguilar back, Cask in movement. Almonte also, it'll be a handoff to Francis. I mean, he's got the ability to get it going, but unable to break free. Got it across the 30-yard line. Nantucket will call timeout with 7 seconds to go. A little surprise there, but
Yeah, that's
I mean, again, you got Jaquan Francis. Why not?
if that's your plan there to run him, he can score from any part of the field.
Absolutely, he is a magical weapon. And again, we still have not seen him get a pitch of any sort of wide side of the field run. I'd like to see him get some space, but
If he has a space out there, all he needs is one block on that outside halfback.
no one will catch him if they get him going. So nonetheless, a momentum builder, that goal line stand, or just about goal line stand, first and goal at the 2, aided by a penalty, a sack, and then an incomplete pass on 4th and a bunch. So a little bit of something to build on here for Nantucket, certainly, and we'll see. Maybe you can come up with a little magic here with one play to go.
A lot of good things happened on that series there, and just even getting a first down on this last play here.
Yeah, and again,
A positive
remember, they got
yardage
down
play.
the field with a 50-yard pass. So Sandwich was definitely turning the momentum to their side, and all of a sudden Nantucket comes up with a couple of big plays and aided with a penalty, a holding penalty. And they will get the ball, as I said, to begin things in the second half. Aguilar gives it to Francis. Trying to weave his way to the outside, and he will not get there as time will expire on the first half of play. With the score, the Sandwich Blue Knights 7, Nantucket nothing. Again, that is a victory in and of itself to only be down 7-0.
Yeah,
we'll take a quick minute here and say hello to our sponsors. We'll bring it back. Got some halftime festivities, and of course, Dick and I will go over the first half. I will give a little recap of the Whalers action on the other fields besides the football field. Lots to talk about, especially on the volleyball court. Can't wait to talk about them. We'll bring it back here on the Nantucket Sports Connection in a moment.
Ahead, shot, score! Just like that, baby! That's what I'm talking about!
Back out to Perry for 3.
Good!
Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again.
Shoots ahead, 2-on-1, shot! Score! That got inside the post!
The player Whalers shot.
Save! Allen! 2-1, push it up from half court! Good! Justin Boyd! Got a score! The Tigers was able to lift it up from the
Dribble. Pass.
looks over, good looking shot and hit. They did it, score!
And we are back live here at Vito Capizzo Stadium as our Nantucket cheerleading corps is going to put on a show. We're on the wrong side of it, but you know what? I've heard flips are happening. So we're going to have a look-see here at our Nantucket cheerleading unit on the NSC.
Good job there by the ladies.
Yeah, great job. 21 cheerleaders out there. That is quite the crew.
Did you have to take your shoes off to get that high? I was wondering how you were figuring it out.
Great stuff by Missy Perry and the cheerleading crew. You are watching the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers football. We have reached halftime. Fortunately for us, the score is only 7-0. The Blue Knights were knocking on the doorstep at the 2-yard line, first and goal from the 2, and the Whalers were able to come up with a huge goal line stand and keep it a 7-0 game. I think it's been waves. You know, Sandwich came right down the field, aided by a couple of penalties, knocked it right in for the touchdown to begin things, and Brady Carroll looked pretty much unstoppable, although you did the math.
Yeah, I have
carries for 36 yards. What's he at now?
I have him 13 for 53. So
not bad.
Nantucket's doing the job there. That's just over 4 a carry.
Not bad at all,
If you can keep a top back like that to that type of check, you're in good shape. But, you know, the 2 penalties on that drive naturally hurt. Any penalty hurts. The penalty killed Sandwich on their drive at the end there.
Yeah.
So we gave them a few yards on their first touchdown. They gave themselves some negative yards on the second one. Keeps it 7-0. Nantucket should be very happy with that. Sitting in the locker room right now, ready to come out, knowing they're going to get the ball.
They get the ball to start things down 7-0. I mean, I think if you'd have told Coach Saradellis, hey, what do you say, 7-0 at halftime, he would probably take that all day against a very good, talented, big Sandwich Blue Knight team. Again, Brady Carroll is almost a man among boys out there, but the Whalers have done a fantastic job. Casp has a sack already. A couple of great pass defenses as well, including the 4th down play to save a touchdown there at the end of the first half. I'd say all in all, as you said, Dick, just a great job. And it goes to what we were talking about in the opening segment about character. That was some character there down on the goal line. That's that culture that Coach Saradellis is talking about. That's Whaler pride down there on that goal line to be able to come up big and basically save the game.
Right. They know they're already down a touchdown, and they know Sandwich is ready to knock it in there. But to come up with that drive, the sack, as you mentioned, penalty aided, but they kept it a 1-score game, and that's all you want.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to take a minute here while we're chatting football and chat about our other Whalers, the Nation, as it was. Our Whalers Nation update here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Got to start with the volleyball team. They extended their winning streak to 8. They are now 8-0 to begin the season. They went off island and beat Sturgis East. They were over at John J. O'Neill on Wednesday, as of course you saw right here on the NSC, winning in straight sets. We're looking for that top 8 seed. They're at number 11 right now. If they can get into top 8, then we'll start talking about hosting 3 volleyball games, if of course they win, which they will. We know that, right? On Whalers Nation, we know they're going to win. Coach Andrew Vaselli has a very talented squad, and I got to say another. I know it's belated now, but a Sweet 16 for number 16 on the Whalers. Addis Del Rosario Gomez celebrated in style with a straight set win over Sturgis East on Wednesday. They will look to go 9-0 tomorrow off island against Holbrook, who they already have defeated previously in 3 sets as well. The golf team dropped a tough one to Sturgis West yesterday, 3.5 to 2.5, dropping their record to 5-5. But they are right in the mix. They are off. They went off island today. I did not see any updates yet on the Twitter, but we'll see. We'll hope that
me either.
Yeah, right. You didn't catch that one. Coach Sam Herrick and the gang are bringing home a victory on the boat. The girls' soccer team are now 6-3 after a disappointing loss to Monomoy yesterday, 4-2. But they were right in that game and gave up a couple of late goals. So they are right in the mix. Adney Brannigan is having herself an incredible season. She netted both goals for the Whalers and now has a team-leading 23 goals on the season. They are ranked number 23 in D4, which will be qualifying for the playoffs under brand-new head coach as well, Doug Lebrecht. So congratulations to Coach Lebrecht. They won't play again until October 11th. Against St. John Paul II. Boys soccer lost today against Falmouth, so unfortunately their record dropped to 6-2. But they are still in playoff position at 27 as of yesterday. One of 6 teams that are actually below 500 and still qualifying for playoff play. So that says that they're playing tough teams. That's what that tells me.
So what do you got to be in the top 32 to get in?
32 for soccer, yeah. Coach Brannigan and the guys will look to get back in the win column as they play Friday afternoon coming up. Field hockey is 4-3 after a win yesterday, and they are ranked number 18th in D4. So once again, they are right in the mix and should be possibly hosting a playoff game if they can continue to beat the teams that they need to beat and maybe hope for some points. You got to hope for points now, right?
That's
it.
A
great 1-0 win yesterday for the field hockey team, and as you can see, players making their way back on. Shadows are different now. They're under the lights instead of the sunshine. So we are officially Friday night under the lights here at the half. Counting down the last few seconds here as we noted. The Whalers will get the ball. We'll take a moment and maybe bring up that highlight reel again. Why not? We'll take a look at some fun things from last year's winter season with a little highlight reel here. You are watching the Nantucket Sports Connection.
Alex denies again. Shot saved with the star. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead. Shot score just like that, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Out to Perry for 3. Good! Nice rebound by J-Paul Francis into Halleck again. Let's streak ahead 2-on-1. Shot! Score! That got inside the post. The player Whalers shot. Save! Karen Allen! 2-1. Puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyd! Dribble. Pass. Puts it over. Good looking shot and hit. Takes it and scores! Alex denies again. Shot saved with the star. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead. Shot score just like that, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. I'm not sure why do they have the captains out here?
Just deciding which end.
Right.
Nantucket has the choice, but they'll naturally receive the ball, and Sandwich would decide to take this a little bit of wind. I guess the sun glare is out of it, so that's part of it. So they're going to decide to take the wind now or the wind in the fourth. Not a big wind, but the flag is straight out. So they're taking the wind in the third quarter.
See if they can get back into this thing, tie it up.
Nantucket is looking to take it down the field. Sandwich theory here, take the wind, pin them deep, get a short punt, and get it to a 2-score game. So
7-0 our score is, once again, Sandwich will kick it off here. We'll see if they kick it deep. Again, Francis had a good kickoff return, a pretty good punt return.
I'm thinking they're not gonna kick it deep.
I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't.
Emphasis Murphy back to the Whalers.
A trio of Whalers back, actually. Owen Wilson.
They have brought the ball all the way over to his hash mark, so let's see.
That's interesting. Oh, avoiding the dirt, I think. And not a deep kickoff. Fumbled by 11 for the moment. He's going to try and go across the field. Slips in that middle part of the field. And a good block by Jaquan Francis. Almost got him an alleyway, but it'll be 1st and 10 at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, when you get the ball down like that, you don't want to run across the field, especially with the mud today, but logically not at all. You want to come straight up the field to get as much as you can.
You are a vertical run coach, aren't you?
No east to west, north to south. All right, big series here for Nantucket.
Absolutely.
You don't want to go 3 and out. You want to make a couple of first downs. You got to keep this offense alive.
Absolutely. And a score here would be the ultimate goal, but I agree with you. A little momentum here to get things going. So it'll be Aguilar.
Just at the 20, I bought.
Maxwell in the backfield next to him. Casp in motion in front. Joining Almonte. Single wideout. 2 wideouts actually in motion all the way across the field. Goes Aiden Rainey. And some more motion in front. And there's a little end around, new wrinkle, and some room. So Sean Murphy gets a little end around.
Nice little run there. I thought they were going to have to lay a game there. That was a long developing play, but it worked. Picks up about 8, so 2nd and 2.
Pretty much anything in play, but I got a hunch it's just going to be get a first down here and
I think
move the chains. Mr. Maxwell in the backfield with Aguilar. 3 wideouts here, including Almonte. And Almonte switches back. And here's Maxwell up the middle. Makes a nice move to avoid one, still on his feet. Across to the 35-yard line and first down yardage for Nantucket.
Good little run there by Maxwell.
Nice little stutter step to avoid an oncoming defender. And Maxwell, again, has been very impressive through the first 4 games, but doing a great job here tonight. Stick with us towards the end of the game. Of course, we'll let you do your stars.
My
your
3
stars, baby. And we'll pick an MVP.
But a good first down there for Nantucket. I'd like to get a couple more, get it across midfield.
7-0 our score. Nantucket down, but they are moving the ball here. First down, their first possession of the second half. Nothing doing on that play. In fact, could be a loss of 1 or 2 as Maxwell could not find a hole.
Yeah, that hole closed right down, and he gets smothered up in it, and they give him the line of scrimmage, maybe a foot.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 for the Whalers in their opening drive here of the second half. So Aguilar, lone setback once again, Maxwell. Rainey split wide here to the short side of the field. Maxwell gets it, makes another stutter step, and gets buried as he crosses the 35, 37-yard line.
Picks up about 3, maybe 4.
So to bring up a crucial third down here for Nantucket in the opening moments of the second half.
You're not in 4-down territory.
Nope.
So Sandwich's ploy here was to kick it to them, stop them, and get them to punt it into the wind. If they can make this stop here, the play works to perfection. Nantucket would like to change that by picking up at least 8 or more yards on this play.
So 3rd and a long 7. It's probably more like 8 yards here. Opening drive of the second half, and it's already chewed up about 3 minutes of game time. Whalers break the huddle. Aguilar with a couple wide receivers to the far side, short side of the field. He will be back to pass, rolling out. Trouble. Pass is caught. First down.
Big play there. Huge play.
all the way across midfield and to the 47-yard line. As you see, the chains are moving. A huge first down conversion on 3rd and 8 for Nantucket.
Yeah, so
that
far.
That is Aguilar's best pass of the season that we have seen.
So far, that was the first, the best play of the game so far. Nice throw, as you said, and a good catch in traffic. First down, Whalers.
That they knew he was going to throw. 3rd and 8, you pretty much know you're going to throw there, and at that vantage point of the field, you know. So 1st and 10, Whalers at the 47. Aguilar with Maxwell in the backfield. Motion in front is Almonte. Actually, Francis gets the call, and he is met behind the line. A good defensive play. Loses 2.
Yeah, you got to make the block at the point of attack there to give them some room to run. Too many times the block's not made there, and we're getting tackled in the backfield.
They're going to say a loss of about 2. Bringing up 2nd down and 12. And clock continuing to run here. Nantucket shortening the game here. Under 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
And you keep the ball on the ground while you complete your passes.
2nd and 13 after a loss of 3 on the play. So a tough spot for the Nantucket offense. Aguilar. A little trickery, and unfortunately that did not work either.
Francis seemed to have a lot of space out there, but he hands it back to Maxwell, and he goes right back into the traffic and loses 3 more yards. We're going to have an injury timeout here, so that will stop the clock. Dr. Lepre.
Clock stops at 7 minutes, 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Do a quick thank you to our sponsors here, and we'll bring it back on the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics.
Check the banners out over there.
Welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as the Whaler player is up on his own power and over to the Whalers bench. Let's see what's going on here. Somebody said there's a flag on the field.
I think there was.
I think there was things going on there.
I think there was a 5-yard penalty.
48-yard line. So 2nd down and about 11.
They called a penalty on that.
Ah, okay.
So they're getting the down redone. I don't understand why they're getting the down redone.
It is 2nd and 11. We'll go with that. I like that better than what we had. And again, a handoff up the middle. That is number 6 with his first carry, Sam Chrysler, senior running back. And he banged in there, but was met with a few white jerseys for basically no gain. Bringing up 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 for Nantucket. Got to think 4 downs here unless they, lose yardage or something.
Well, you got to put the ball in the air again. Let's see if
almost half of the quarter chewed up here on this drive, 6:30 and counting.
That's what Nantucket wants to do, but they want to get something out of it also.
So a crucial play here on 3rd down. Nice job by Sam Chrysler running in there to bang heads with a couple of sandwich Blue Knight defenders.
If this is an incomplete pass, I think he should punt it, but let's see.
And a flag down.
Has to be on Nantucket if it comes out before the play.
Game.
Flag on the play, delays in against the Whalers.
Too long for that play.
Yeah.
So now 3rd and 16. An even tougher spot for Carlos Aguilar. quarterback of the Whalers and Nantucket's offense. Once again, thanks very much for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Athletics. Restreaming out across the pond to the Sandwich Community Television Station as well. Glad to have you folks along. Third and a bunch here for the Whalers. Aguilar going to hand it off. Not much doing there. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. Not even the original line of scrimmage.
Picks up about 5.
Line, so
they got to punt it here now.
Punt it here, right?
Picked up about 3, so 4th and 14. You got to punt it here. You don't want to give Sandwich the ball at midfield, and you got to throw. Everybody thought they were going to throw it on that down. They try to fool them by running it, but 90% of the runs are tackle to tackle.
He's in the, and the offense is still on the field here. 4th and 14, maybe 13, but either way, 4th and a bunch. A very risky play call here. And here's Aguilar sneaking back, going to be a pooch kick, and that's a wise move right there. Sandwich player gathers it and will advance to the 30. 20, 35, 30. Still on his feet across the 40, so a good return on what was a good play design, the quick kick by Aguilar.
Just
didn't flag is down, however, way back.
That could be
which could be a block.
That's a block on the back. It's going to put them back inside the 20 maybe.
Way back there, yeah.
That'll be like a 40-yard penalty. We'll take away the run and add...
And add 10, yeah. Again, you're the math major, so I'm going to let you do the math on that one.
Let's see where they... well, you don't know if it's from the spot or from where he picked it up. That's what the officials talk about. Most of the time it's where the block occurs.
Yeah, and then they mark it off from there. So 55, the call on the block there. That is Stephen Trombley.
They just checked with Coach Saradellis to see what he wanted to do. It's obvious he's going to take the penalty.
March him back, baby.
March him back.
As far as you can. So the flag is down at about the 19-yard line.
If it's the 19, it might bring it close to the 10. Be half the distance to the goal line. Half of 19 is 10 there about. Yep, they're going to start it right about the 10. So that worked out great for the Whalers.
A lucky break there as the
a big break
Blue Knights
here.
now have a long field to start with. Let's see if they can come up with a defensive stop here, get the ball right back. They chewed up 7 minutes of game clock on that drive, which unfortunately led to no points, but now they've got them pinned back here inside their own 10-yard line.
Look for a possible turnover here. Put some pressure on them.
Ferreira hands it off to goal number 2, and he is met with a slew of dark blue uniforms for nothing. Maybe got 2. No gain. They give him a couple yards, like we said. So second and a long 8, call it 9 yards. So just one run on that play for Carroll. Again, just 54 yards. They're keeping him in check.
Doing a good job on the defensive side for the Whalers.
No surprise there. Coach Willett has a solid group. Here's Carroll on the outside. He's got some room. And a first down run for Grady Carroll across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. First down and 10. That's, again, he's got 3 runs of over 10 yards. That is one of them. So a little breathing room now across the 20-yard line for Sandwich. First and 10.
Yeah, that's his first double-digit run since the third carry of the game, but it came at a good time for Sandwich. Get him out of that hole. Now they got a little bit of breathing room here. This is about the area of the field where they threw that big pass in that second series.
50-yard play to counter stack, but it'll be a run up the middle, and Not much doing there. The Whalers stout on their front four. Got it across the 25 to the 26, call it 2 yards. So again, 2nd and 8. Jeremy Cass with a good tackle on the interior. Biting down, and here's Ferreira running the play in. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Whalers down 7-0. Sandwich with their first possession of the second half. Again, it is mano a mano here in the trenches. And it's going to be Ferreira handing off up the middle. And again, no fooling the Whalers' interior line as they stop that play behind the line of scrimmage.
Casper getting in on that one. He's had some huge tackles.
A loss of 2, bringing up 3rd and 10. A huge third down.
Now the Nantucket defense is putting pressure on Sandwich. They're forcing Sandwich to throw the ball here. Let's see if they can make something of it. If not, Sandwich is going to have to punt them back to us. 2:45 to go here in the third quarter.
A very quickly moving third quarter as Nantucket chewed up 7 minutes of game clock, but unfortunately had to punt. Sandwich had a penalty on that punt. Knocked them back to inside their own 10, and they're trying to dig out here. A huge third down. Here's that halfback pass you talked about. Deep throw. And hits Murphy in the helmet. Incomplete. No flag. Sandwich coach furious.
Good job by Murphy. He might have got away with one, but he had a great job.
The timing of it was right there. No face guarding. But, man, that is the epitome of pass interference as far as a face guard.
Yeah, I knew they had to have that play in their arsenal, and they called it at the right time.
It was open. Murphy able to recover just in the nick of time for Whalers Nation here. And it'll be 4th and 10. Again, having trouble with their punt.
Again, they don't have enough people in there. Coach is telling them to go ahead and punt without
Number
them.
6, once again, late getting on the field. They only have 10 players, so a little mix-up on the punt. Maybe they're just not used to punting.
Well, if you beat the Vineyard 47-6, I don't think they had a punt.
I don't think they did a punt, and not a good one either. Stay away from it, gentlemen. Let it bounce. You got great field position. So down at about the 47-yard line, the Whalers will have excellent field position. A couple of mental mistakes there by Sandwich, and
the defense is doing the job.
Hanging around.
That's it.
The pressure starts getting to the team that's got the lead.
The defense is doing the job over and over again. Maybe
Absolutely.
a little it'll rub off on the offense. We know they're the same kids, but they're different units. Let's see if the offense picks up a little spark here.
Defensive coordinator Mark Willett has made a couple of nice adjustments after that first drive, and they have held Sandwich scoreless up to and including a huge goal line stand as the Blue Knights had the ball 1st and goal at the 2. The Whalers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Once again, Aguilar with a lone setback. Tight formation. In motion is Almonte. And finding a block, I should say, is Maxwell across the 50 to the 49. Nice run on 1st down.
That's what you want on 1st down. Pick up a long 5, maybe 6. They're going to call it 5. But you take 2nd and 5 anytime.
5 yards for Maxwell, dancing behind his blockers, and then had that burst to get ahead for 5 yards. First, nice positive play on 1st down. 1:34 and counting, 7-0 the score. Again, a double handoff and no room there for Almonte. Again, those timing plays have just not worked for Nantucket, bringing up a 3rd and long now. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Timing may be off on them, but the worst part about them is they're long developing.
Yeah.
You got to be quick. Sandwich defense is not asleep, so you run a long developing play here. They can see it and make the tackle.
I'd just like to see number 2 get it in some space, pitch it out to him, throw a screen pass, something quick in some space. A lot of field here.
Coming our
again,
way.
A long developing play. going to be a delay of game unless
Now
they
they
really
gotta
up
hurry
here.
up. Now
I
they
don't
gotta
think they're
hurry.
gonna break the huddle in time. So 3rd and 10. Hurry it up.
You can't look at the. He's looking at the bench.
Finally, pass throw incomplete. Wouldn't have been for a first down yardage anyways.
You got to punt it here. You got to punt it, not quick kick it. After that disaster, last one on the run back, you want to get a good high punt.
Yeah, they got lucky on the penalty there. So, but here's Aguilar trotting into the huddle. It looks like they are going for it here on 4th and 10 on their own side of the field. Questionable call for sure. 22 seconds left in a game that you are absolutely in the middle of. Down just 7-0. Let's see if Aguilar does this quick kick again. He's moving backwards. And he does do another quick kick, a good kick. Bounces at the 30-yard line, and we'll get a nice Nantucket bounce inside the 20. So it works out.
It works out well for the Nantucket, yes. Maybe something's wrong with the punter.
Could be. We just don't know enough on this side of the field.
He did the original kickoff,
He
right?
did.
And that's the only time he kicked. Well, he did kick the extra. No, we had no extra point. So just that one kick then. Maybe he's injured, so they have to do that.
So 1st and 10, again, a long field for Sandwich. They started from their own 17-yard line. 7-0, a tentative 7-0 lead. So Nantucket right in this thing. Let's see if they can hold on defense once again. They have been stiff after that first drive. Ferreira pulling some motion, Connor Stack. Here's a pitch out to Carroll. He's got some room, and he will barrel ahead. Nice hit, but close to first down yardage, and let's see, they should give it to him at the 30-yard line if that's where the spot is. Chains will move.
Picked up about
1st and
12.
10. Another double-digit run, and that should do it here for the 3rd quarter as the clock will tick off. We've got ourselves a ball game heading into the 4th quarter here, folks. Friday night, under the lights. Whalers down just 7.
If you can keep the opposition to one touchdown, you should be in the game. And hopefully Nantucket can catch a break here.
It's Stan. It's duct tape.
Back out to Perry for 3. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again.
Streak ahead, 2 on 1 side. Score! That got inside the post. The player Whalers shot. Save! Allen! There's 2, 1. Puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyd! Got a save! The Cashman was able to lift it up above the man. Bring down Sandwich, let's go!
4th quarter action
4th quarter
here.
of play here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. 12 minutes to go. 7-0 our score. Sandwich with the lead. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. And a good gain on first down. Probably about 5 yards, maybe 6 for Carroll. Actually, they spotted a little shorter than that. I'd say 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 from the 35-yard line. Good gain on first down. Brings up some options for the Sandwich offense. Whalers got to think
The defense,
turnover here, something.
yeah, they need to. The defense has been doing it
Continue.
over and over again. They're putting a lot of pressure on them now. Hopefully they can get a break and have Sandwich make a mistake here. Get the ball back quickly.
Either way, we have got ourselves a ball game here in the 4th quarter. Whalers down just 7-0.
Oh,
And that's going to be offsides on the defense. Again, that cadence.
Every once in a while they change the cadence, and this time they catch Nantucket. 2 out of 3 times have caught Nantucket. One time Neil Lyman Mule.
Depending on where it's spotted, this could be a first down as well for Sandwich.
We'll find out if it was a short 5 or a long
exactly.
5.
See how our math was. It's going to bring up second down just short. Nope.
They're not even going to measure it. They're just going to mark it off. So tough penalty there for the Whalers.
So first and
Giving
10
a first
now
down.
from their own 40. Sandwich with an I formation. Ferreira brings him set. Pitch out to Carroll. 45-50, and a good first down run again. Carroll now grinding out chunks of yards as Sandwich moves across midfield. Almonte slow to get up, and he's up, but let's see if maybe he takes a play off. He is staying in, a gamer. Almonte, one of the...
So unofficially, I have Carroll reaching 100 yards on that run. 19 carries for 100.
So he has gotten his back up to about a 5-yard average. That one I can figure out.
If you're Sandwich, you want to keep giving him the ball now. You want to eat the clock, and you want to get your bread and butter guy in the game. He's hungry right now. He knows the defense has to be getting tired.
Yeah, they've been on the field quite a bit. And there's an up back run by Mulcahy. He is wrestled down about the 36-yard line, but another good chunk of yards there, 7 or 8 on first down.
As soon as you get the defense thinking, Carroll, boom, you give it to the fullback.
So a nice call by the Sandwich coaches there. As Mulcahy barrels ahead for 8 yards. Clock continuing to run here. We have reached the 10-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Whalers down 7-0. Sandwich is on the move here with what could be kind of a game clincher if they can punch it in here.
Yeah, if they take the clock down and put points on the board, it's going to be tough for Nantucket to come back for a 2-score game, even if that score is a field goal.
Yeah, haven't done much on offense as of yet. Carroll again barrels ahead, but he is met with a group of blue jerseys, but gets enough for a first down. It looks like where they mark it should be first down yardage. Oh, just short. Okay, 3rd and 1. So let's see if the Whalers' interior line, maybe Casper Williams, can blast in there and disrupt things here.
Again, it's definite 4-down territory here. And
Coach McLean, something to think about, but
it's either the halfback or the fullback.
Yep.
No other running plays that they've shown.
Yeah, it's one of those, just get up and hit me in the mouth, see if you can hit me back.
That's all you need.
Right up the gut and first down yardage as the pile keeps moving. Finally in the whistle. Inside the 30-yard line to about the 28 is where they will mark it. It'll be 1st and 10, Sandwich. 8:39 and counting now. As the Whalers are going to need something special if they're going to hold the line here and get the ball back.
Right now you need Sandwich to make a mistake, because right now the defense is really tired.
Yeah, gotta be.
They're doing their job, but Sandwich is just wearing them down right now.
They have battled valiantly, but this is Brady Carroll time.
Is it Brady Carroll or Carroll Brady?
I just go by what it says. Oh, there's a misdirection for Connor Stack, and that one is busted up.
Yeah, they
couple yards there, but
tried a little trickery, but Nantucket was waiting for it. He eluded the first. I thought they were going to catch him in the backfield originally.
That's why I got a little fired up, but ended up being a couple yards on the play, bringing up second. Wow, give him 1, 2nd and 9 for Sandwich. And again, the clock continuing to run here. Under 8 minutes to go. We're at 7:34 and counting. 7-0 the Sandwich lead.
A lot of running for 1 yard.
Yeah.
And now they're saying they didn't even get the 1 yard.
No gain on the play. So 2nd and 10. A little bit of motion behind Ferreira. I formation. Pitch out to Carroll. Cuts it back in, and finally brought down. Fumble! Nantucket's got it! There's the magic we're talking about. Huge turn of events as Owen Wilson comes out of the pack with the ball, number 11. And Nantucket, in their defense, has given them a chance here with 7:09 to play.
So the defense,
7.
the defense doing the job all day. Finally gets the break they wanted, and Wilson pounces on it. Brady put the ball on the ground.
Huge play. 1st and 10, Whalers at their own 24-yard line.
One and only, Vito Capizzo. How are you, buddy?
Owen Wilson coming out of the pack with the ball. I believe it was Ian Williams who dove down and got a hand on that ball from the opposite side as Carroll cut it back into the middle. Play designed to go outside. He saw a little opening, but it was closed off quickly, and Whalers capitalizing with the turnover here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Again, running to the short side of the field.
Bit of a horse collar tackle, but no flag. And that is a loss of about 5, not the way you need to start this drive.
I don't understand their affection for the short side of the field.
And that misdirection play has not been there at all.
So the offense doesn't want a 3 and out, but you can't. You
can't use a bunch of clock here and then go 3 and out. 6 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. So clock time is definitely.
You can't go. Issue. You can't go for it here. It's not. It's certainly not 4-down territory. You got to get some yardage here. 2nd and 15.
A little bit of miscommunication in the backfield. Handoff. Maxwell tries the short side, breaks through the first couple of defenders and
picks up about nice 8. Gain. Nice gain of about 8. Now you make it
a little more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and about 7. But again, no sense of urgency. You got to think clock is of the essence here. You're down a score, but
if the clock ticks down much more here, they may go for it. But you can't give Sandwich the ball right here.
Again, Aguilar just jogging in the play, no rush. 3rd and 7.
What do you draw? What do you draw up here on 3rd and 7?
Again, I think you got it. Jaquan Francis is who I'm looking for. I haven't seen him all half. It's a fake to Francis and a flag down already. Aguilar trying to run it. He will not get 1st down yardage.
It's going to be
Let's
close.
See what the flag is.
Looks like it's going to be holding on the wheel.
Yeah. I think illegal motion was what he initially signaled to the Sandwich coach, and they are going to push him back.
It's definitely going to push him back.
But it will remain 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and about 12, or it'll be 4th and whatever. And the Sandwich coach.
I know they always ask the coach what they want to do, but you don't usually refuse a penalty because it's gaining yards for you.
Yeah.
You know why?
Again, I think if they stopped him behind the line or something like that, then maybe you think about
maybe
4th and 10,
force it. But
4th and 3, Nantucket's definitely going to go for it at that point.
So you push him back. That's a 5-yard gain for you. The one good thing for the Whalers is it stopped the clock.
3rd and about 13 now.
False start against the Whalers.
False start should have stopped the play, but.
Yeah, they used to be automatic, but now they let some of them go. It frustrates me when they don't let them go and when they do let them go. And I know it frustrates Bill Belichick because he gets crazy when they do blow a play dead and this guy is still running with the ball.
Totally. And I can understand his frustration. Just got to be consistent. The stripes got to be consistent. So 3rd and 13 now for the Whalers, a much bigger task as they are down 7-0 with just over 5 minutes, and the clock doesn't stop. It's now running.
They put it back. They put it back on after they reset it. Again, that's a judgment call by the officials. Sometimes they reset it and turn it. Sometimes they don't.
So a huge play here as we are approaching the waning moments of the game. 7-0 our score. Back to pass. And now in trouble. Aguilar's going to get sacked. You got to think maybe timeout here to get your punt set up. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Both players look banged up on that. The tackler and the quarterback. So now we're going to find out. Now we're going to find out. That'll stop the clock. Now we're going to find out if we do have a punter, because I don't think they're going to do the quick kick here.
No. So the clock will stop officially at 4 minutes 34 seconds left in the game. Sandwich up 7-0. We do have an injured player down for Sandwich. It was the tackler. I didn't get the number on that yet. And Aguilar is over chatting with Coach Saradella, so he seems to be okay. But the Whalers will face a 4th and 15 now at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they say the only time you run a fake punt is when you think the other team doesn't expect it. I don't think Sandwich expects a fake punt. Do you run it?
Well, also in desperation, which is also the case.
The desperation takes a little bit away from that, yeah.
That's true, the surprise element. So it will be 4th and 15, Sandwich player okay. Again, Aguilar okay as he trotted back to the sideline, and it'll be 4th and 15 or 16 from the Whalers' 17-yard line. And they are lining up to go for it. Right out of the gate. Aguilar now takes a couple steps back. And will kick it. Kicks it away from nobody back there, actually. So, a heck of a nice play there as the Whalers down it quickly at the 25-yard line, but time is of the essence now. Whalers got to get a 3 and out here. Got to think maybe timeouts.
Yeah, you got to use your timeouts. Sandwich says punt it away. They didn't want any chance of them going for it, so they said punt it away. They're going to take over here. Sandwich is talking about 2 to 3 first downs, running the clock out, ending the game. Nantucket's got to use their timeouts. You don't want to bring any of these timeouts home with you. How many do they have left? All 3?
They have all 3 left, so still plenty of time as long as the defense can hold. But a great game here on the defensive side of things. Again, Nantucket unable to move the ball and unable to get those big plays we talked about in the pregame. Unable to get Francis or Maxwell free in some space. So here it is, 1st and 10 for Sandwich from their own 26-yard line. It'll be a misstep, fumble! 2 straight fumbles from Carroll. That was more of a bad pitch, but nonetheless, 2 straight fumbles. Fortunate to jump back on that. It bounced right back to him. But a huge loss on the play, about 7 or 8 yards.
Poor Carroll has to take the lost yardage in that play.
And the Whalers wisely use a timeout here to stop the clock with 3:45 to play. As Sandwich now facing a long 2nd down at about 18 or 19.
So now the only thing the Nantucket's talking about there now is we're going to use our timeouts. We're not going to let them get a first down. And we're going to get the ball back. That's the only thing they're talking about.
Yep.
Sandwich has to pull a play out of the hat to get the first down here. The Nantucket defense has only given up that one big pass play.
Yeah.
Couple of runs to the stud running back.
Carroll, yep.
But they didn't score on the pass play drive.
Yeah, it has been a very solid effort from the defensive side of things. I got to think your 3 stars might have 3 defenders on there.
And if you can get them 3 and out here, you're going to get the ball back with over 2.5 minutes. You could get it back at about 2:40.
And again, the risk with throwing the ball for Sandwich is that if it's an incomplete pass, it's basically a timeout for Nantucket. Clock will stop.
Well, that's what you think about when you're on the offense. Do I want to stop the clock without making them use a timeout?
So 2nd and about 19 here for Sandwich. You got to think this is going to be a handoff. None of that pitches. And here it is. Carroll gets it. And he barrels ahead, even though Nantucket's got to know he's getting it. A good game that gets all that yardage back and some. About 10 or 11 on the run for Carroll.
That's his fourth double-digit run, and that there was huge for Sandwich. But Nantucket has still got them.
Still a huge third down here, 3rd and 9. Definitely not 4-down territory. Coach Sardellis not using a timeout there. So clock continues to run, 3:05 and counting. Again, Ferreira behind center in no rush. Surveys things. Finally gets the players set, and we'll pitch it out to Carroll. He's got first down yardage and some.
Well, that should do it.
So now things become a lot more dicey as a huge 3rd down conversion for Sandwich.
Yeah, they need
almost ices it, as the clock will now stop at 2:45 for the change to move, but they will.
I said they need 2 to
Start
3
it.
first downs to
Yeah.
ice it. They got the first one, and that was a huge one.
Wait a second, is that a flag down there? That is a flag down. Hold on a second. Let's
Wow, that's in the
see
backfield.
what it is. Either way, the clock stops.
That's in the backfield.
That is in the backfield, and they are pointing Sandwich back here. So let's see what the call is.
Oh, this is going to get the Sandwich coaching staff.
Yeah,
Ugly.
We've already been fired up over a couple of calls here.
Let's see what this is.
And a couple of no calls as well. That interference not called as Murphy was doing a little face guarding. Football hit him in the helmet.
Everybody's going back, so they're going to erase that play.
Wow, a huge penalty. What's the call? The clock will continue to run here, or start to run here, once they get players set.
I didn't see what the call was.
I did not see it either, but they got to reset the sticks here because it was 3rd and about 9 to begin with, and they moved them back another
They
5
moved the
yards, it looks like. But
They moved the stakes though. They're not back in the original position. This is
wow. Yeah.
okay. They're saying. I guess they're saying no play, but they didn't get any penalty on the play because it was 3rd and 9 to start that
Yep.
play. That
Should
spot
be
is not right. It should
third
be
and 14 at the very least.
They started that play 3rd and 9. If there's a penalty, it's got to be
3rd and at least 14. If it's a 5-yard penalty.
You're getting pretty quick with your math now. You're
Right?
impressed-
You're rubbing
impressing.
off on me,
You're
Coach. You're rubbing
impressing.
off on me, baby.
Come on, get that spot right. Can they hear
Gotta
me?
yell louder, buddy.
Yeah, hear me over there.
We are too far away. Let's see if the Stripes finally get this. Again, I don't blame him.
But I don't. The
Coach McLean
sandwich.
getting an
The
explanation.
sandwich coaches are you, and the Nantucket coaches should be figuring out that it should be.
There's a couple of them out there, but let's see what's going on here. Okay. moving the
now
sticks.
they're getting the stakes back where it should be.
So the spot of the ball is correct. The sticks were wrong. There's our third and 20. Looked like maybe a holding penalty then, 10 yards back.
I'm glad they found out where they originally were.
So we'll have to see if the clock will start. So 3rd and about 18, which is just what the Whalers are looking for here.
Now Sandwich is looking for the clock to start.
3rd down and 18 for Sandwich.
And they will wind the clock. 2:44 and counting now.
If they don't get the 18, Nantucket's got to call an instant timeout.
Yep. When they'll still have one left. But a huge 3rd down here for Nantucket. Let's see if maybe Casper, Ian Williams can get in if they pass it. Going to be a pitch out. Get him out of bounds. Nice tackle on the sideline, well short of the first down. Clock will continue to run, though, so good job by Carroll for staying in bounds.
Carroll stayed in bounds, and he was smart.
Got to call timeout here, no?
You gotta.
There it is. Finally, that's another 5 seconds wasted.
Well, they probably were trying to figure out if it was out of bounds or not out of bounds. Carroll did a smart thing there. He laid right down as soon as he took that hit.
Took on Chrysler, the defender, who did a nice job of open field tackling, taking on a big dude there, Mr. Carroll. And unfortunately, unable to knock him out of bounds, they continued the clock. So that will be the second of the 3 timeouts for Nantucket at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. But in theory, unless there's a fake punt here, they will get the ball back.
So, coach is going over all the fundamentals.
Yep.
You got to make the snap. You got to get the ball. You got to kick it. It's a lot easier.
Dangerous man back there, number 2, Jaquan Francis, going to get an opportunity. Let's see if we can make a little noise and make that snap a little more difficult. 7-0 game here. 2 minutes to go. How do you like it?
It's unbelievable.
This is exactly what we were talking about. A couple of mistakes and that underdog starts thinking.
We just need one hero. That's all. One hero. Ooh, we
Decent
almost had
kick,
a hero.
almost
there.
a block. Kicked away from Francis. Takes a big bounce. He will not take a chance. And it will be 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A long field to go, but 1:56 left on the clock, so you never know.
Sandwich did what they wanted there.
Yep.
They kept the ball away from him. They got a nice punt out of it. Nantucket went for the block, and that would have been huge.
Almost got it, too.
And Sandwich avoided the block and then got off a good punt. The good punt was keeping the ball away from Francis.
That's right. Excellent job by the punter there. So it'll be 1st and 10
well, what
at the 31-yard line.
What Nantucket's got to do now is run plays. They haven't been running.
Yeah.
The stuff they've been running, those sweeps, those motion sweeps, you got to take them out of your playbook right now.
No timing plays, just, and it's got to be with urgency. They only have 1 timeout left. Aguilar, handoff, weaving his way. That's Francis, but again, inside the tackle, he did get positive yards, so keep it going here. No huddle. No, what are they huddling for? This should be a no huddle situation.
Yeah.
Timeout called by Coach Sardellis. I believe that's his last timeout.
But again, they have losing valuable time before they call the timeout. But now you got to call 2 or 3 plays in your huddle.
Yeah, in this.
And run them and get up there. You've got the clock dead against you.
So 2nd and
1:41 to go.
With 1:41 to go. But more importantly, it's score time or it's game over. But a fantastic job by the defense. I mean, unbelievable job. I got to think your 3 stars are going to be some defensive players here, and I'm going to agree with you wholeheartedly as the Whalers' defense has been unbelievable. Owen Wilson, Jeremy Cask, we've heard his name called a bunch for tackles. And Manuel Almonte also on the defensive end. Mr. Chrysler came up with a huge tackle here on 3rd down. So 2nd down, 1:41 left in the game. Whalers down 7-0. There's a 1st down for Francis, so that will stop the clock momentarily as they move the chains.
But they got to line right up here.
1:37.
Got to line right up, guys.
And they've got another play called, so no huddle for the offense. Clock now starts to run. 1:30 to go. Motion in front, Almonte. Motion back, Almonte. Not much doing there for Francis on that play. But positive yards nonetheless. Clock continuing to run. 1:10. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Another play called. Whalers looking to get lined up here in the no huddle. Second and 7. Almonte across the field slips And he gets buried.
Yeah, I just don't like that play.
Is there a flag down? Clock is stopped with 42 seconds. Looked like a penalty. I think it was a false start and they let it run. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, that hurt Nantucket. If they'd blown it dead right away, it would have saved some
I don't
clock.
understand that. Whoa, that is a big march.
That's a 10-yard. That's more than a false start.
Yeah, that's got to be a holding penalty there.
All right, now you got to put the
second
ball
down and a whole bunch.
You got to put the ball in the
Whalers
end
line
now.
up as the clock now starts. No, it hasn't started yet. Let's see if they started here. 35 seconds is what it reads. Desperation time for Nantucket. Francis unable to do it as they have keyed on him, and he is fired up about not getting a block, and he had to try and juke 3 players down to 20 seconds and counting. Let's see if they get another play off here. Could be the last play of the game here. 10 seconds.
You can't be over there talking.
5 seconds.
You can't be over there talking.
3, 2, 1. Unable to get the play off, and that will do it, folks. Sandwich Blue Knights.
You can't let
Gonna
that
come out
happen.
of here
You can't
with a
let that
victory.
happen.
And what could be described as a frustrating ending, but again, they were in this thing.
You like to end with a play, you know. Not getting that play off has to frustrate everybody from the coach down to the fans. And that was difficult.
No sense of urgency there at the end, but all in all, a great football game. A Friday night under the lights here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. Unfortunately, the Whalers fall to 0-5 with a 7-0 loss. They played valiantly on defense, just cannot get anything going on offense. You got some 3 stars for
My
me
3
here?
stars are the defense, as you said.
Yep.
My number 3 stars going to big number 77, Tony Fox. My number 2 star to defensive end, made a lot of big plays, 85, Jeremy Cass.
Yes.
And my number 1 star is going to go to number 11, Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson, and I'm going to go with Owen Wilson for our most valuable player. Came up with a huge fumble recovery, played solid on defense all afternoon long, or evening long, I should say. And again, a congratulatory shake here at midfield for 2 good football teams. And again, the Whalers just coming up a couple of plays short.
They again, anytime you have a close game like this, you always look back, but they had their chances.
Yep.
And it was frustrating not to get that last play off. We're not going to say they scored on that last play,
sure.
but you like to get it off. You don't like to eat up the last 35 seconds and not get off a play. And so that was the dislike that they had at the end. But they should be proud of themselves. This is a good defensive club, and maybe they can keep it going and get a little offensive going and pull out a victory next week.
We'll have to wait and see on that. Again, always a pleasure hanging out with you, Mr. Herman. Thanks very much to Charlie Hoyleman for jumping on the camera. Charles Douglas from NCTV 18 making it happen and getting us all connected to the interweb of the world and punching it out to the other side there to our Sandwich community television folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the victory from the Blue Knights. It was a great game, another great football game we were able to call here, Dick. Let's cue up our sponsors here one more time as we say thank you to our incredible supporters here, the Nantucket Booster Club, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation and Nantucket Golf Club, 8 Arm Chef Services, William Ravis Real Estate, the Community Foundation of Nantucket, and Sean Davis Photography Island Environmental Services. Charles will cue up the graphic here and Once again, we are back at Vito Capizzo Stadium, wrapping up here a 7-0 loss for Nantucket. They will be back here next week, Saturday, for the homecoming game against Falmouth.
On the road next week.
Or on the road next week, excuse me.
2 weeks.
Our next broadcast, I should say, is the homecoming game here against Falmouth. Again, they just don't have any cream puffs, so it doesn't get any easier for Coach Saradelis and the squad. Hopefully they can pull up a victory here before we head over to the vineyard on the other side. But it's going to be a tough road. It's been a tough road all season. Again, his first year as head coach. And again, graduated a lot of talented folks on offense especially, and that is where Nantucket has struggled the most, is on the offensive side of things. But we'll see what they can do off island, and we'll see you here next couple Saturdays from now.
But I'd like to add one more thing.
Sir.
They showed that they can play with anybody.
Yep.
And they got to build on that.
Yep.
Take it on the road next week and keep improving.
That character and that culture that Coach Saradelis is talking about transpired right here on the football field, and hopefully, it, like you said, leads to a victory next week, and hopefully a couple more here as we head on into the final few games of a relatively short season. Honestly,
see you homecoming weekend.
Absolutely. Thanks very much once again to all of you for checking us out here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. For Charlie Hoyleman, Mr. Dick Herman, Charles Douglas, I am Chris Morris, bidding you adieu for now. Whalers Nation, have a great night.
Good looking shot and hit. And scores! Alex denies again. Shot saved with the star. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead. Shot scored just like that, baby. That's what I'm talking about.